colleagues, nice to see you here with us in our English Coaching Week. So traditionally, let's check our connection. Please put it pluses in our chat box. Ekaterina already waiting for the bonuses. Okay, I see. Just 5 pluses. How much people do we have? Okay. Okay. Today in Moscow, I don't know how much people from the Moscow, but today we have a really great weather, and we will have a really great day, final day of our English Coaching Week. So today we will talk with Dmitry Hokhlov, head of this English Coaching Week. And we will talk about secrets from polyglots and lingvo-coaches about effective coaching in English. Dmitry is a professional certified coach by the ICF. He's an author and trainer of a lot of programs and projects as English for professional coaches and English Coaching Club, and of course this event, English Coaching Week. Okay, it's my pleasure, Dmitry, to work with you and to introduce you. So the floor is yours.
Thank you, Evgenia, for such a nice introduction. Hello, colleagues. Hello, dear friends. Before we start our final day, I want to make sure that we have great internet connection. Please put 3 pluses if you can see and hear me. Okay, wonderful. So before we go into the topic, because we're going to talk today about a very important topic, for me it's one of the most important for coaches who would like to start doing international or cross-culture coaching. I want to remember some simple rules, yeah? So just relax and make yourself comfortable. I hope you have some tea or coffee, your favorite drink, you're relaxed, and you're ready to practice English together. Because today, as I can see, we're going to work in a smaller group. Please use video and audio and let's make our event today as interactive as possible. Of course, maybe not everything is understandable for you right now, but don't worry. Just catch the main idea and relax. Okay, as I supposed, let's practice English and don't think about our mistakes. Mistakes are not that important. Yeah, and as you can see on the slide, you have 3 ways of participating in our event today. Listen and speak with voice. I highly recommend to use this option. You can just listen and write in our chat box or just listen. Okay, but let's forget about number 2 and 3 and let's use only number 1, I hope, colleagues, yeah, to get the most out of our final day. So, Evgenia mentioned some information about myself, and you remember, if you attended our first day on Monday, when we opened our English Coaching Week 2019, I introduced myself shortly. Now I don't want to tell it again, but maybe some important information. So I have been practicing coaching since 2014. So in 2015, I got my first ICF credential. I became ACC coach, and 2 years ago, in 2017, I got the next level of PCC. So I love coaching. It's my second passion, and of course, you can guess what's my first passion. My first passion are languages, and not only English. So a couple of languages I love using, teaching, and learning. So I would like to share with you my map of languages, or my world of languages. Okay, so I teach and coach 3 languages, as you know: English, German, and Spanish. So I'm learning at the moment 2 languages, Portuguese and Arabic. and Arabic is a challenge for me, but I've chosen this language to have a challenge, you know. It's very different and it develops me from other side. And some ideas for next year. So my plans are French and Japanese, as you can see. So 7 languages. I would like to speak and to use 7 languages professionally, and maybe to teach all of them. But for now, 3 languages: English, German, and Spanish. Okay, it's about my languages, and of course, I would like to know more about you, my dear friends and colleagues, yeah? So I would like to challenge you too. Let's have a video and audio challenge. 10-second greeting with video and audio. If you can, I hope you can. Just your name, your city and country, if it's not Russia, and 1 word that you would like to wish for us today. Okay, colleagues, please, let's do this marathon of greetings.
I can start.
Yeah.
Hello for everybody. My name is Natasha. I'm in Russia and I'm now in Cheboksary. It is not my native city, but now I'm here and I love it. I love to live here. 1 word would describe best you will. I wish everybody to be bold and brave. And to live with curiosity.
Thank you, Natalia. Thank you. Okay.
I can.
Alexander, you're welcome.
Hello, my name is Alexander. I'm from Russia, from Nizhny Novgorod. Don't know how to translate literally into English. Something like lower new city.
So you don't need to do it. Usually.
Okay. What to wish to all of us? I would wish energy and fluency.
Energy and fluency.
Yeah, this is my slogan for today.
Yeah? Okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
Many thanks, Alexander.
Hi.
Hello, Inna.
I'm Inna. I'm from Vologda, and I'm a student of Coaching Academy. And I want to wish you relax your mind in speaking English till coaching.
Mm-hmm. Inna, thank you very much for a nice wish. So we should relax, just relax all together and just practice and enjoy our practice today.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Oksana, we can hear.
Hello, I'm Oksana. I'm from Saratov, Russia. And I wish all of us of productively work, maybe. And I want ask you maybe later about your program of English for coaches. It's very interesting for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Oksana. So all your questions you can ask a little bit later at the end of our meeting today, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, colleagues, it's so nice.
Hello, everybody.
Who would like to be the next?
Hello, everybody. My name is Andrei Yakunin. I'm from Almaty, Kazakhstan, and I want to wish for everybody, winning, passion, and professionalism.
Okay, thank you very much, Andrei, for such a nice wishes today. Thank you. I can see Natalia. Natalia, yeah?
Hello?
Hello.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, great. My name is Natalia. I'm from Moscow, suburbs. I live not far from Moscow, and I study English and coaching. And I wish everybody inspiration from this event because it inspires me very much.
Okay, thank you. Inspiration. It's a good word for today. I wish all of us a lot of inspiration.
Hello, everybody. My name is Irina. I'm from Kyiv, Ukraine. I'm so thank you for you, Dmitrii, and all other coaches for this great coaching weekend. And I wish everybody satisfaction and joy.
Satisfaction and joy. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello, everybody. My name is Katya. I'm from Haifa, Israel. And I want to wish to everybody to stay motivated, because it is something that I'm struggling myself all the time. You know, one day you're full of ideas, plans, and you want to make everything in your life in the best way, but next day you you don't have power to do the simple things. So I wish to everybody to stay motivated all the time, all the most of the time.
Katya, thank you. It's so nice to have not only people from Russia, we have coaches from Russia, Ukraine, Israel. Okay, great. Maybe other countries, colleagues.
Hello, everybody. Greetings from Kazakhstan. I'm from Astana. This is the capital of our country. Yeah, my name is Bota. To each of you guys, as I wish for myself to learn new things today for our future coaching experience. That's my main wish. Thank you.
Boda, thank you. So you've added one more country into our list of participants, and now we have.
No, I've seen one guy from Almaty. This is Kazakhstan as well.
Oh yeah, okay. So 4 countries. Okay, I missed one country for now. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, Olga. Nice to see you.
The same. Thank you very much for inviting for this English Week for Coaches. Good day, everybody. My name is Olga. I live in Moscow, and I practice English coaching with some people and from different countries as well. And this is because of Dmitrii Hochlov's courses, English for Coaches. And I'd like to thank him and everybody in the English coaching environment, because all of us together we make this possible. And it is great joy, it's great feelings. Then you can not only talk to people in English, but to work as a coach. And as for today, I wish everybody to expand your borders and to find some new exciting things in terms of coaching in English. Thank you, everybody.
Olga, a lot of thanks. Yeah, we are stronger together. We are one team. We are one community who loves English, languages, and coaching, of course. We are coach. Thank you. Anybody else, colleagues?
Hello, everybody. My name is Alexandra.
Welcome.
And I wish all of us to find our own way and our own path in English and in coaching, of course.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope we do.
Can I say?
Yeah, of course. Everybody can say, yeah.
Okay. Hello. Hello, everybody. My name is Eugenia. I'm from Moscow. I'm a participant of the Dmitrii's program, Coaching English for Coaches. And I really enjoy to have this possibility. And I wish everybody have a good spirit and to be more self-confident in your English, your coaching, and make all your wishes come true, because sky is limit.
Yeah, Eugenia, thank you. Nice. Okay.
And we have some wishes from our participants in our chat box. From Igor Bardin, he can't talk. He's from Moscow, and wish everybody good luck after the course. Also, Evelina from Rostov-on-Don wish us positive mindset and energy today. And also, unfortunately, she can't speak now.
Okay, Evgenia, thank you very much for reading the messages in our Skype chat. Okay, colleagues, before we go into the topic and I share my experience with you as a passionate language learner, teacher, lingvo-coach, polyglot, I want to ask some questions for you. I want to ask you some questions. And my first question, so the big issue, what's your biggest difficulty or issue right now with practicing and improving English or maybe another language? Because everything we're going to talk today, it can be referred to any language. But our main language today is English and coaching. So you can use our Skype chat, or maybe some of you, 1, 2, 3 people can use microphone and to tell about the biggest issue right now. So I'm going to observe our chat box. Okay, so you can use both of tools, yeah? So your microphone and our chat box. The biggest difficulty or issue. Okay, Evgenia, what about you?
I'm thinking, Dmitry.
Maybe you don't have any difficulties.
You know, my plans, I have international plans, so the biggest issue, I would like to find some job in English. So I think that it's the biggest issue for me, because it's a good motivation, and in this case I would learn English much better, I'm sure. So I think that for now it's the most important. It's about practice, it's about future, it's about my plans, so it's about everything.
Okay, thank you. Okay, colleagues, if you don't want to express your issues right now using audio or our chat box, you can write. I recommend you to take a paper and just maybe write 1, 2, 3 ideas, or maybe just one, your biggest difficulty or issue. Because the life is not that easy. We always have some difficulties and issues, and with English too, I guess. So we have a message from Alexander. Lack friends to speak with and sustain practice. Okay.
I can share my voice because today I am for practice mostly, and I had some break in usage English, but about half a year, and now I wish to restart my weekly and daily English occupations. And what I felt that firstly I feel the lack of vocabulary. If I'm talking not about business issues or just coaching, if I wish to talk about everything, I feel that some words I don't know and I need to express more long way because lack of vocabulary. This is my point for today, and thank you.
Olga, thank you for being open. Okay, so colleagues, please, I hope you have read.
I can also, Dmitry, I can also share my opinion about this topic. My name is Natalia, I'm from Irkutsk. And what about my biggest difficulty in improving English or in other languages, which I have? I think it's to find time every day to practice my languages. And after this conference, and best practices which have shared experts and other people from Russia and other countries, I can say that I have almost decided, not decided, I have almost resolved this issue. No, so
Okay.
thank you. Yeah, thank you very much for this conference, because it's really a great opportunity for us who loves other languages, who loves coaching, because it's really a great opportunity to be with you and to be with other colleagues and to talk English, to hear English, and just to emphasize that it's so easy to be and to have all things which I love together. So I think it's for me it's insight for today. Thank you very much.
Natalia, you're welcome. Many greetings to Irkutsk. It's my hometown. As I told you before, it's nice to have you today with us. Okay, colleagues, I hope you have your main difficulty or issue, and I hope you can find the answer or the solution to solve your issue at the end of our meeting today. Yeah? So, okay, let's move to my second question. And my second question is, what are your top 3 secrets of effective practicing and improving your English or another language? I'm sure everybody has his or her own secrets what to do to be more effective, to be more successful at learning English or other languages. Please share with us your secrets, and then I will do the same.
I think in this case I can start.
You're welcome.
My top 3 secrets, it's the first one. It's to love language, what you learn right now. It's about passion. It's first secret. And the second one, it's practice with foreigners. So of course, it's better if it will be daily practice, but in general, practice with foreigners. And I think that the third one, it's don't think about grammar and don't think about mistakes, just speak and feel as you are a native speaker. Mm-hmm. So this feeling helped me before.
Okay, great.
Mine.
To imagine you are like a native speaker, right?
Yes, I feel English like it's my mother language, and I felt it before when I started to learn English. And because of this, I don't think about grammar, or if I think that it's not so much, and it helps me. Don't be afraid to to do everything what's connected with English.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
I want to share too. Can I?
Yeah. Welcome.
Okay. My top 3, let's say it's not secret, I think, but I can share. It's speak everywhere where I can. You know, if I do not have somebody to speak with, I can speak out loud with myself, and I use it. And practice almost every day of listening. I really fond of listening the materials Dmitrii give us, like postcards and demo sessions, just a lot of listening. And use transcripts and write down some interesting ideas. This is my really successful advices.
Okay, great. Thank you, Evgenia. Okay, so as I can see from our chat box, Ina mentioned her difficulty. For me, the difficulty is I'm not sure of my intuition for understanding a foreign mentality. It's a good point, Ina. It's exactly what we do when we practice cross-culture coaching, or when we talk with foreigners, with international colleagues, friends, and clients. Great. Okay, Alexander. Okay. Number 1, methods that fit my specific. Number 2, small atomic steps every day. Like we call it in coaching, baby steps. So you can make baby steps, yeah? Small steps. 50+ ways that motivates a lot. Great. Natalia, joy, system, community. Okay, colleagues, you can think about your secrets because you have a big experience of practicing English or other languages and coaching. And of course, you have some favorite tools and ways of learning and practicing a language. And now I would like to share my experience.
We have one, Olga one.
Yeah, I tried 3 times. sorry for interrupting, but I remember that I had a good message from my point of view. I like to read the articles in foreign magazines, and because I am very social and let's say politic, like politics and some kind of global issues. That is why for me it is a good point. I like to listen BBC or others TV or radio news channel in English and in French, because English is my second foreign language, and it gives me a lot of new interesting facts which I cannot find in our Russian environment here in my country, and it keeps me in good shape. If I meet people from different countries, I'm able to be fluent in any economical, political, ecological, and other positions, topics. And it's really good, interesting method to keep level of language. Thank you for
Thank you very much. Yeah, to read and watch news. It's a wonderful way to get knowledge and to practice and to maintain your level of English or French or whatever language. Thank you, yeah. Okay, well, colleagues, any other idea? Or we can move into my experience. Okay, Elena writes practice and passion. Okay. Good, good. Okay, let's move to my experience as a teacher, as a learner, as a coach, as a lingvo-coach, and as a polyglot. Okay, 7 top secrets of polyglots and lingvo-coaches, and not only. So they love or fall in love with this language. I truly believe everything starts with love. If we don't have positive, emotional attitude or mindset to this language, so we can succeed in practicing and learning it, you know. So please make sure you love this language. You want to love this language. So what associations do you have when you think, okay, English, or maybe French, or maybe German? So if you think, oh, it's difficult, it's hard, it's not a beautiful language, I don't like it, or you don't like people or culture, maybe it's not your language, maybe it's not your way of developing yourself, yeah? So please make sure you have a positive mindset about this language. Of course, I believe that language is a state or image or feeling. So I mentioned before associations. When you think, okay, English for me, it's like what? Yeah, or another language. So what are you experiencing in your body when you think, when you're thinking about this language? Maybe you have some beautiful picture, you know, picture of any countries or of any places you have ever visited, you know, but language is not grammar. Language is not a set of grammar rules and, you know, it's not grammar. It's a life, I would say person, maybe even person, you know, and you should have a special state or feeling to this person, to this mentality, to this thing in your life, yeah? Okay, Ina writes, open mind and opportunity for thinking another way by English, my tops. Thank you, Ina, for sharing. Okay, you know what I have noticed from my practice? A lot of people are very tensed when talking in English or other languages, you know. Try to be relaxed, okay? And you can ask this question to you. What makes me so tensed? Or even better, what can make me relaxed when practicing a language, you know? Because when we practice, when we relaxed, when we enjoy the process, everything goes smoothly and we have good results. In practicing, we enjoy it, we laugh, we smile. Okay, relaxation is a very important point to be considered when choosing and practicing a language. Okay, language through culture. You know, I have a lot of colleagues and they believe that we should love not language but culture, or we should fall in love in language through culture. And that's true. Please think what interests you have. Maybe you love history, geography, art, music, films, or some singers, groups, etc. Find what you love and connect these aspects of culture with your English learning. So in this case, it will make more fun for you to practice a language through what you love, different aspects and cultural things. Yeah. So again, you're writing music, right? Music. Okay. I think everybody has his or her own interesting things connected with something in culture. Okay, being passionate about using this language, you know, you see, I highlighted this word passion because for me, language is a passion. It's a love, and you know, if it's a new love, there is always a lot of passion. And so I love using all my languages. I'm very passionate about it. I do it every day or almost every day, especially the languages I'm learning at that moment. So, and I get a lot of energy. You know, sometimes coaches ask me, Dmitrii, from what do you get energy? From practicing my languages and especially talking with real people. And the last point to be considered, language practicing through hobbies. I think it's connected a little bit with the point language through culture. So I have a very interesting exercise for my clients in language learning. So, and you can do it as well. So please write, not now, but you can do it later after our meeting today. Please make a list of 7 hobbies or of activities you like doing in your free time. I don't know, going to the gym, reading books, traveling, yoga, and so on. And then try to combine each hobby you mentioned in your list with the language you are learning at this moment. And I'm sure, maybe sometimes it's hard, but you will find these bridges between your hobbies and language learning. And believe me, in this case, you will have a lot of desire to practice 2 things together at the same time. And it takes less time. Maybe you don't need extra time for English or for your new language, you know. Okay, it's about the first top secret. They love, and I mean polyglots and lingvo-coaches, we fall in love with this language. Okay, it's my first slide. Let's move into the second secret. So I have a very interesting quote from Marilyn Atkinson. I know, I think many of you know her. She's the founder of Ericsson Coaching International. And I love her quote and comparison, language with ice cream. Learning a new language is just like eating ice cream. If it's hard or annoying, you're doing it wrong. Okay, colleagues, do you agree with that? You can put plus if you agree and maybe minus if you don't agree, or maybe you don't like ice cream. It can happen. Not everybody likes ice cream, but of course it's a metaphor. We can use something else instead of ice cream. But if you like ice cream like me, so I think it's a great way to imagine how we should practice a language. Like eating ice cream, relaxed, enjoying, and yeah, just be here and enjoy it. Yeah. Okay, I see a lot of pluses. Good. Okay, and one more quote from Luca Lampariello. He's an Italian polyglot and he has his YouTube channel with a lot of useful things for people who are learning languages. And I like his quote, but his quote based on Wilhelm von Humboldt quote. But anyway, language cannot be taught, they can only be learned. Okay, now I want your opinion about Russian equivalent or translation for this quote. Who would like to try? Maybe 1-2 people who would like to try to translate it into Russian. Languages cannot be taught, they can only be learned. And of course, how you understand this quote. Okay, anybody?
Я хочу сказать. Ой, окей.
Okay,
На русском это было звучать «нельзя научить, можно научиться».
Okay, how do you understand it? So what are your comments?
This is what my mom always told me because she's a teacher with great experience, like more than 50 years. And she said, you cannot teach somebody to do something. That's supposed to be a desire to be taught. You know, maybe you need to find your big why, or maybe you need to be motivated to do this. If you don't have this aim or motivation, you cannot be taught.
Yeah, exactly. You know, my translation is языкам нельзя научить. Да, языки можно только выучить. Okay. Colleagues, any other comments or ideas about this statement?
We have some ideas in our chat box. Языку нельзя научить, язык можно только выучить. From Natalia Taranenko.
Yeah. You know, sometimes, not sometimes, in most cases, people come to me and they tell me, Dmitry, please teach me language. And I always explain it's not going to work. I can teach you language. Okay, let's suppose we're going to have 2-3 classes a week. It's not enough. If you just rely on our classes, yeah, teach me. So it should be another approach. I want to learn, and you as a teacher, colleague, partner, you can help me with your experience, with your knowledge, yeah? So colleagues, I hope you understand the meaning of this phrase, and I love it. I always give it to my new clients or students, yeah? Because everybody should understand. So we should be active. We should be passionate about it. We should have interest, our own interest, and not only rely on our teacher and 2-3 hours a week. It's not enough, of course, yeah? Okay, next point.
Sorry, may I ask a question?
Yeah, Olga.
The matter is that I have in my life 2 cases that people cannot learn English. In spite of their work in corporate companies, and it is a mandatory fact, English fluent in corporate system, a lot of traveling, and a lot of teachers and courses spend time and money, but very, very poor result. All of them about 50 years old. It's not a case of young, yes, young guys. And my question to everybody, do you have in your coach practice such hard cases, and how to help people to find their real motivation, or to stop to do this spend of money, time, and my nerves as well? My question to the audience is permission for Dima from your side, permitted?
Yeah, so it's a good question, Olga. Thank you for bringing it up, yeah, for us. Maybe colleagues can use our chat box to write. So my answer would be, okay, Olga, it depends on a person. Not everybody needs languages. Not everybody. For example, my brother, okay, he's not a coach, but he doesn't like languages. So he has his own interests. So I truly believe languages are not for everybody. So if you can find motivation, if you can find things that you really want to achieve, maybe you don't need a language, you know. So it's my point, yeah? Not everybody should speak a language. But if these people want and they don't succeed, it's another question. Yeah. Of course, it has to be with age. With the age, so our process of learning, it's a little bit slower and not so successful. But you know, I have a very interesting case. So I have one top manager. He's administrative director of one of big shoe companies in Moscow, and he's 60 years old. And he's very disciplined. Yes, so he's not good at languages in general, but he does homework. He tries to do his best. He's very disciplined. He visits all classes, and you know, he has results. Yes, it takes a lot of efforts, it takes time, but he wants, and you know, he's very hardworking. So he was military in the past. Maybe that's why he's very disciplined. Okay, in his case, discipline and hard work helps him in general, you know, but it's very slow. It's a much slower process than for maybe other people, you know, Olga.
Yeah.
Okay, good. It's my short answer, yeah?
Dima, can I share my opinion?
Yeah, Evgenia, you're welcome.
That's very interesting. I have an example. Maybe it will be useful for this situation. I have an example of my stepmother. Свекровь, это так, да? No? Okay. Yep. And she used to be taught how to drive a car in the age 65, first time. And she desired to do this. And she has been driving already, like, let's say, 2 or 3 years without any difficulties. And I know a lot of people who've been taught how to drive a car in the age like 25, 20, or wherever, but they are not used to this, you know? And this is the same example with the language. If you really desire to know this, if you're really ready to practice and to spend a lot of time with the language and, like Dima said, fell in love with it, you will be successful. But if you do not have any reason except of somebody from your job want you to know this, it's useless.
Yeah, Evgenia, thank you very much for your addition. So when you talk, please next time switch on your camera, okay, Evgenia?
Okay.
It's nice to see you, not only listen to you, but see you, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, we have some comments in our chat box from Janet. And now I have big motivation to learn English, and my question is, from your practice, what I need to do every day if I will to achieve the upper intermediate level, or I have pre-intermediate level? What you need to do every day? Okay, Janet, so today I'm going to talk about important things to do every day, but of course it depends on your goals. I need to know your goals. I need to know your style of learning. So you know a lot of things that I do with my new language clients. If I get a new language client, I always have 2, 3, 4 coaching sessions, you know, lingvo-coaching sessions, when we talk about different things, about past experience, about goals, about motivation, what stops this client, you know. Now, generally speaking, it's hard to say, or it's hard to recommend you, but okay, I hope you will get some ideas from my presentation today. Okay. So let's go to the next point. So somebody wanted to talk, yeah? So I saw a hand or microphone. Okay, Evgenia, you can help me. Maybe I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I wanted to help with the chat box. But maybe somebody wants to use microphone or video. If you have some language, you can ask.
Yeah, because now I can see other participants, because I want to focus on my presentation. I can see our Skype chat and only my video. So a person who is talking at the moment. I don't see other people. Okay. So, and Natalia, yes, you're right. Mother-in-law, свекровь, stepmother, мачеха. Yes, you're right. It's true translation. Okay. So next step. Yeah, next secret. They have created a compelling language, vision, and strategy. So it's about goals. It's about time management. It's about to understand what for. What for do you need a new language or this language? Why right now? You know, it's for me, it's a very deep question. Yeah, why right now? Why not 10 years ago? Why not in 2-3 years? Why right now you want to learn or practice this language? How? It's about resources. So, and here you should find the best resources for you. And they can be different for somebody, one resource or 2-3 resources, for another person, different resources. And I love challenges. Of course, polyglots and lingvo-coaches, they have challenges, you know, because some people tell me, okay, Dmitrii, you know, so I have been learning a language for 1-2 years, and you know, it's a big process, and I don't see any big progress or results. Please set a challenge for you. It can be small challenge, for example, to make a new friend abroad, or maybe to start writing posts on Facebook in English or on Instagram, or maybe to make a short video in English and introduce yourself to somebody or just to your friends. So please, okay, I would recommend to set a challenge, one challenge every month, and then you have time to prepare for it. It can be small, it can be big, it depends on you. But challenges help us to move forward, you know, in language learning. And of course, you should understand your life with these languages now, in 1 year, 3 years, 5, 10, and 20. So clear picture where you will be if you speak English, German, Spanish, or whatever language in the future. And of course, if you have this clear picture, vision, strategy, goals, you believe in yourself. Yeah, you see my picture on the slide. Believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. It's true. Yeah, and don't give up. So you have your language vision, you have your strategy. Maybe you can do something and put it on your wall so you can see it every day. So you can revise or revisit your vision or strategy every day. Or just imagine when you go to bed, when you wake up, just 1-2 minutes, just imagine your life in the future. If you do that, if you achieve what you have planned, what you have created. So for me personally, it helps. And for me, it gives a lot of energy to move. It doesn't matter what weather we have. Yeah, it doesn't matter what problems I have. It doesn't matter what else is happening with me. Okay, compelling, very attractive language vision and strategy. And then you will be unstoppable. Believe me. So next secret. Language learning is one of their priorities. So polyglots do what they love, only what they love. Of course, we have a lot of priorities. We have a lot of things in life. We have family, we have work, we have maybe something else. We have a lot of projects. You know, sometimes coaches tell me, okay, Dmitrii, now I have one important project. I want to have a break from English learning, and maybe later, not maybe. So they tell, okay, and in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, I will return to you. And you know what? They don't return to me. And I guess maybe not to me, but in general, they don't return to English learning. Okay, as I like to say, so it's for all our life. If we fall in love with the language, it should be every day, because if we love our family, we love our family every day. Yeah, colleagues? So that's why it should be our priority. And very good question. If you're saying yes to languages, what are you saying no to? Because of course, it's not possible to do everything. Okay, we should set priorities. Priorities 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's up to you how many priorities. But we have only 24 hours a day. We need to sleep, we need to eat, we need to do sport to get energy. But so a language should be your priority, one of your big priorities. Because if it's priority, you will find time. I think today we had a question from Natalia, I think from Irkutsk, so about lack of time, or to find time, and I think somebody else mentioned that. Yeah, so make language practicing your priority. So if it's your big priority, you'll find the time, I'm sure. So for example, now my big priority is sport. Every day I do sport. It doesn't matter what sport. Home training, fitness, rock climbing, etc. I do, or just steps, 10,000 steps, 15,000 steps. I do it every day and I love it. With every day, I love more and more my sports activities and my results that I can see. Yeah. Okay, and polyglots do it on a regular basis, on a daily basis or on a regular basis. Okay, colleagues, any questions about the first 3 secrets of polyglots and lingo coaches? Maybe time for questions if you have any. Please put a plus in our chat box if you have a question, or minus if it's everything is clear. Okay, Janet, it's clear. I hope you understand me. So I'm trying to use simple words, not to speak quickly, that everybody, in order that everybody could understand me, you know, because I think here we have people with different levels of English. Okay, clear, and no questions. Okay, so let's move on to secret 4. Polyglots enjoy the process and results. Okay, and the first point to be considered, learning a language is a marathon, it's not a sprint. Sometimes people think, okay, I have 3 months and I can learn a language, but it's not possible. Okay, of course you can achieve some results if you set some goals, short-term goals, you can achieve them, but language, it's for all our lives, as I mentioned before. So it's not sprint, it's a marathon. That's why you should have right expectations. So it takes time and efforts, but if you love the language, you will not notice the time. It will be for you like ordinary everyday activity, you know, like cleaning your teeth, eating breakfast, and practicing the language. And in this case, for you, it will be not hard work. It will be just enjoyable process and important part of your everyday life activity, you know. So polyglots are not afraid of making mistakes. Yeah. So again, everybody makes mistakes. Nobody is perfect. When I speak languages, I can make mistakes too. But it's okay if the person understands me, my partner I'm talking with understands me, it's great. If we can change our experience, our ideas, our thoughts, it's great. So that's why please make mistakes. Or like Marilyn Atkinson says, love making mistakes. Yeah. Polyglots have mastered the art of simplification. This approach is called KISS. Keep it super simple. You know, some people, even in native language, they love making big sentences using difficult constructions. Please try to make your language simpler and more understandable for your partner. And the same principle when you are learning a language, a foreign language. Even, I think in this case, it's even more important. If you get used to making simple sentences using simple words, you will enjoy the process more, and it will be not a hard work, and people will understand you easily. Because when we think like we express our ideas in Russian, in our native language, so we're trying to translate it in our head. Please don't translate your thoughts in your mind. Just take simple words and make simple phrases and sentences. Maybe it sounds easy, but it's not that easy. It takes some time to get used to. But please try to have this focus. Okay, I'm not translating. I'm making simple sentences and using simple phrases in my new language. And I think in several months or weeks, I think, you will see the results, the first results. So small successes motivate to move forward. You remember I told before about challenges. If you set a small challenge and you achieve it, maybe a new friend from abroad, and you post in English, and you shot video, the first phone call with somebody. So when you see these small results, these small successes will motivate you for sure. That's why it's so important. It's critically important to have some challenges or some tasks to do, you know, and to see the results. Because you know, learning a language is a process, it's a long process, but we should set some short-term goals and to see the first results. Maybe you have learned 100 new words and you can use them. Maybe you have read the first book or the first article in English. Maybe you watched your favorite film in English and you've understood almost everything. Please acknowledge it. Say to yourself, wow, it's the first time I have done it. I can be proud of myself and I will move forward. I will do it even better next time. And you will do that. Yeah. So fun playing with the language. Okay. It shouldn't be very boring, you know, like some people got used to learning languages using grammar exercises, reading only books, etc. Please ask yourself a question. How can I make my process of learning English fun or more enjoyable or like a play? Maybe you can play with your kids or with somebody else. Maybe you can just make this process more enjoyable. And it depends on you. Everybody has his or her own secrets or how to make the process more enjoyable. It doesn't matter what language. In our case, English learning. And the last point, last but not least, speaking with real people. I love it. For me, it's number one, dear friends, really. So for me, language learning, it's about speaking and communication with real people, not with books. Please drop your books and go into communication with real people. I have a lot of friends and colleagues on Facebook, on Interpulse. It's a special platform when you can find partners to practice any languages you want. Just talk real people. Grab the first opportunity to do it and just practice it, yeah? Okay, it's about enjoying the process and results. Colleagues, any questions or comments? Because I can't see anybody and nobody writes to me. I hope you can hear me. Yeah.
We have comments in our chat box. Janet written, my understanding is good. I have problems with grammar, writing and speaking. It's Janet. And we have a comment from Natalia Taranenko. She writes, to improve language, for improving language, I watched Chicago PD, I don't know where is it, in English and in German.
Well,
so it's about comments.
And about Inga, what platform? Yeah, I can see the last message. What platform? Inga, I was talking about Interpulse. It's one of platforms where you can find partners for language exchange and you can practice languages, but it's not the only one. Please use it. It's one of my favorite tools of speaking with real people.
Dmitrii.
Okay, so I want to finish my idea, Evgenia. So now, for example, with my last language, for now, for this year, Arabic, I find I made a lot of friends from Egypt because I want to go to Egypt. That's why my focus now is Egyptian friends from, yeah, to practice Arabic. Okay, Evgenia, yeah.
First of all, I want to read comment from Janet. She watched films, movies in English and TED Talks. It's also my favorite videos. And I would like to share shortly my experience with Interpulse. I found friends who dance. And I wanted to find people who also dance as me. And we even meet each other in Moscow in one of dance festivals. So it was because of your advice. I used your advice to use this Interpulse, this resource. And so I have a success experience.
Yeah, so it works. When I'm planning to go to a new country, like last year I was on Cuba and in Mexico. So I made some friends using Interpulse and then we met in person. They showed me their cities, sightseeing, the most beautiful places. We practiced Spanish and I was super happy. Yeah. good. So, and Evgenia, so I can see a chat, I can read the chat on my own, but maybe if I miss any questions, please let me know, okay, Evgenia? Thank you. So number 5, the 5th top secret of polyglots, they do a lot of listening and speaking. As I mentioned before, for me, language is for communication. And of course, communication has 2 parts. You should understand your partner, it means listening skills, and you should speak, speaking skills. I love this idea. We improve what we are improving or doing. Yeah. For example, you know, sometimes I have people who come to me and they tell me, okay, Dmitry, so I'm learning English, or I have been learning English for many, many years, school, university, and I don't have a progress. I don't have any progress. What to do? So, and then I ask, okay, but what did you want to achieve? I wanted to speak, to understand people. And then my second question, but what did you do? So what activities you had? What, okay, how did you learn a language? And then they told me, okay, so we did grammar, we read books, etc., etc. You see, so it's not a good approach. If you want to improve your speaking skills, you should listen and speak. It's that simple, yeah? So please analyze how you practice a language, or what activities take the most time. Listening, speaking, reading, watching, what else? Doing grammar exercises. And then please don't be surprised if you don't get better at speaking or listening, if you don't do that enough. And polyglots and lingvo-coaches, so they want to speak with people like we're doing right now. That's why we do a lot of listening and speaking. Every day I listen to some audios, you know, materials in a foreign language. And sometimes for me it's a struggle what to do, because, okay, I don't have a lot of time, but anyway, I need to choose what language I'm going to listen to, yeah? Arabic, Portuguese, English, Spanish, or German. But anyway, maybe your case it's easier. Please listen a lot and speak a lot. Every opportunity when you have, please speak this language. It's very important. So focus on listening and speaking. Okay, it was number 5. So the 6th secret. They have a great supportive environment. So we as coaches, we know that we need somebody who can support us in achieving some goals or in our life. So we need people who support us. Maybe some people who can just tell you, okay, great, Dmitry, so you did great, so please go ahead, keep doing that, and you will be fine, and your life will be great. Just do it. Well done, yeah? Or people who compete with you. For example, maybe your colleagues from your group, I don't know, your friends, and you can decide to practice a language together and to set a challenge, for example, who learns quicker 500 new words, who does this and this, you know? So people, you can learn together or compete together. For some people, competition works better. For some people, like working together, practicing together with a partner, you know, in couples or triads. And I do it when I'm learning new languages. So, and of course, role models. I think we need a role model, a person we respect, we love, we adore, and we would like to become like him or her. So please think, who could be your role model in this case? Maybe it's a very famous actor or singer, or it's one of great coaches worldwide, and this person speaks several languages. He or she is very successful at doing coaching, or it should be only coaching, so it can be something connected with culture, yeah? So just one role model, one person you love, you respect, and who speaks several languages. So Natalia, I have a little hobby. I help my friends' kids with homework. Yeah, Natalia, it's great. So just helping and doing this with somebody. You know, there is one joke. Maybe I will tell this joke very quickly. So a teacher explains the topic to the students. They don't understand anything, so no idea. So then the teacher tries to explain the second time. Again, the same situation, students don't understand anything. And then the third time, the teacher explains, he understood himself, but the students don't understand anyway. I hope you got the joke, you got some humor from this joke. So it means you should be a teacher, you know, you should try to teach something and not to be afraid. When you teach, when you explain something to other people, you learn much, much faster. It's from my experience. And it doesn't refer only to languages. It doesn't matter what. Sport activities, coaching, training, any hobbies you have in your life. It's about supportive environment. Number 7, and you know it, yeah? So I always tell it to my students, to everyone, please practice languages every day. Maybe 5 minutes today, maybe 10 minutes, if you can, 30 minutes. Maybe sometimes you have 1 free hour and you can spend it for your language. Please do it. So as you can see on the slide, for active learning and improving, I recommend to do it every day. If you have a high level of English and you want just maintain it, so you don't need maybe to do it every day, but on a regular basis, maybe every second day, every third day, maybe several times a week. But anyway, regularly. So, or even better, every day. Okay, Evgenia. One day I conducted the training for teenagers and I offered them just like a game for 10 minutes of speaking in English. They were so inspired, yeah? Jenny, they were inspired, yeah? It's great. Okay, good. So, okay, dear friends, any questions? Next slide will be about how to do, I think, how to do effective coaching in English. Maybe you have any questions or would like to share, please feel free to use audio and video and share your ideas or thoughts with us. Because we are today here to practice language. Not only to listen to me, you know. I'm not an expert, I'm just your partner.
Yeah, Dmitrii, I want to add, if you don't mind, about this experience when I offered these teenagers to speak English. After that, I started to offer all my students sometimes to use English. So during our training in Russian, I invite them. So let's like game, just try to speak English for 10 minutes. Everybody all the time are inspired about it, really, because it's like a game. It's so interesting, and English is very popular language in the present time. So it's my maybe secrets or
just
my
be
experience.
and offer to do practice language with somebody you work with, you communicate with. Okay, any ideas, colleagues? Any thoughts? Or maybe later. Okay, so next slide about effective coaching English, and it's my quote. I truly believe, and I would like to read it for you, if you are an excellent coach in your native language, it means in Russian in our case, and you love English, just practice it and be patient. It's only a matter of time when you become an excellent coach in a new language. You see, 2 big points. You should be a good coach in Russian and you should love English. That's it. That's it. No big secrets of effective coaching English. I don't have any big secrets how to do coaching English more effectively. Of course, I have some ideas, some details, but main things, be a good coach in Russian, love English, practice it. Okay, it's, yeah, three things. Practice it. You know, practice makes perfect. And then you will become a good, excellent coach in English, German, Spanish, or whatever language you're learning at the moment. Yeah. So, but of course, now I'm going to give you some details how you can improve your coach in English anyway. The first one, just relax. You remember, relaxation instead of tension. Please don't be tensed. Try to relax, maybe some breathing exercise before your coaching session. You know, we should spend 5 minutes before a session just to adjust to our client, just to let go your ideas, your thoughts, just to be as clean as possible. Okay, just relax. Just relax. Yeah, take some deep breaths, take some water, and just maybe some short meditation, and just relax. So you are the best coach ever. You can do that. Number 2, focus not on yourself, but on your client. You know, sometimes we are very focused. Okay, so, oh, I can make mistakes. So what about my English? How I should express this idea? No, it's wrong. So in this case, your focus is on yourself. Please focus on your client. Okay, so what with your client is happening right now? What about his or her body language? What she or he is saying to you? So client is much more important than you in this process. Yeah, be present, be fully present, be here and now. You know about one of the biggest coaching competencies, coaching presence. You should be present. No thoughts about your grammar, no thoughts about some mistakes. Just leave it and just be here for your client. I have, next slide, I have a very beautiful quote from Marsha Reynolds. Maybe you know her. She is one of the best, for me personally, MCC coaches from the USA. I know her personally. And she said, one day she said, clients want you to be present more than they need you to be perfect. Please think about it. Yeah? Your presence can be a present for your clients. So colleagues, do you agree with that? Maybe any ideas? Please put a plus, minus if you don't agree with Marsha. But I love it. So it's so beautifully said. Clients want you to be present more than to be perfect. Nobody is perfect. Okay, a lot of pluses. We are on the same page, colleagues. Okay, so returning to my previous slide. Okay, be fully present. Number 4, if you don't need to understand everything. The coach not about this to understand 100% of clients' words, but if you feel okay, it's very important to clarify. Every time you can ask, okay, what do you mean by? Could you tell me more about this? And your client will repeat it, or maybe using other words, and don't worry. And sometimes you can say, okay, I didn't catch you. I didn't quite catch your idea. Maybe because of language of English. Could you please tell it one more time? From my experience, all clients were very friendly when they saw my reaction like this. It's not a big problem to be vulnerable. It's about 6 points, you see. Allow yourself to be vulnerable by making mistakes and learning from your client, you know? So it's okay. So we are learning together, and you can be a little bit vulnerable, and you can make mistakes, and you can't, maybe sometimes you can't understand your client. It's okay. It's okay to learn together, to learn from your client, you know? It's a big difference. So MCC coaches, they learn from their clients. They are not only partners, they are learning from their clients. And we can do the same. We can learn from our English-speaking clients, or from other different countries too. Be a clean mirror and mirror your client. It's number 5. Be present, observe your client, and just repeat valuable words. Just repeat what you are hearing from your client. And you know, in many cases, of course, it helps. because your client can hear his or her ideas from you, from your perspective, and it helps in many cases. And number 7, trust yourself, trust your client, and trust coaching space. 3 types of trust, yeah? So of course you should trust yourself, first of all, then your client, and in your mutual coaching space, everything what's happening right now in a coaching session. And of course, get ready for a session. What I mean by that, okay, so you should revise your notes from previous session. Maybe you need, if you made a recording with this client, you can listen to it. I recommend to do it. You please listen to a recording if you have it. You can take some words, you can take some vocabulary from this new client, and you can use to the style of this client, yeah? Get ready for a session, and of course, improve your English. Don't forget about it. You should improve your English if you want to grow. It doesn't matter where, in coaching, in English, in training, etc. Okay, I think maybe that's it. I think I'm done with my secrets, how to do coaching in English. Evgenia, I can see you. Yeah.
Yes, you see, I want to say something. We have some activities in our chat box from Inga Belaeva. Dmitry, it's a question to you. Dmitry, who was your first client in English? Your friend, Russian coach, or a person who you didn't know earlier?
Mm-hmm. I think somebody asked me this question on Monday. My first client was my colleague from Germany. So a teacher too, and we had some sessions in English, and I think in both languages actually, in English and German. And I helped this person to improve skills of teaching, how to teach better and how to become a more successful teacher. Okay, my colleague from Germany. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And also a comment from Jeanette Dragunova, I'm sorry, I don't know how is it correctly, Jeanette. Jeanette, right, I want practice in the English. Who wants to learn in a pair or have a one speaking session in a week? So I think that, Dmitry, we have a English speaking club, yes, so
we have
this possibility.
Of course we have. And now what we do now, we are practicing, yeah, as well. Mm-hmm.
We have a chat in our Skype.
Okay, colleagues, to all registered participants, I will send some Facebook groups. You can join them because now we have only 10 minutes. So you can join the groups and you can find partners to practice English and coaching in English, okay? With big pleasure.
Mm-hmm. What else? Thank you. Thank you. It's a lot of things.
Okay, colleagues, let's start. Maybe you have several questions later, so we even still have 10 minutes. So the second part today, it's the smallest part, so we are closing English Coaching Week 2019. So, and of course, I want to appreciate all our speakers. You can see all our speakers on the screen. We had wonderful speakers, MCC, PCC, and ACC speakers from 5 countries. And you know the program. I want to mention again our program. So on day 1, on Monday, we officially opened our English Coaching Week. We shared our personal stories, how to practice English and coaching. So we got a lot of recommendations how to do it better and more effectively. Day number 2, we had a master certified coach from Spain, Gorka Bartolome. So he told about how to become a successful cross-culture coach, and he coached Ekaterina, one of our participants. So we had a chance to enjoy and to see how cross-culture coaching works on Tuesday. Day number 3, we had a wonderful session about supervision with Sam Majil from USA, MCC coach, and Irina Judge, my colleague friend from London, ACC coach. And it was great to see how supervision works and to have a deep coaching session, a demo. So, and I personally learned a lot about supervision and how supervision important for all coaches. Yesterday, it was day number 4. We had a beautiful Esther Landa from USA with a beautiful mentoring analysis and session with a master certified coach. I hope you enjoyed all these days and you attended them. And today, okay, so my little story about effective coaching English, top secrets from polyglots and lingvo-coaches. And of course, now I want to take time. Your feedback is very critical for me, very important, because I want to prepare next English Coaching Week 2020. So, and I need you to give me your feedback. Please, if possible, using audio and video. Which events did you like best? How did this English Coaching Week change you? What would you recommend me? And what events would you like to have at our next week? Please, colleagues, the floor is yours. I will relax a little bit and grab some water.
Colleagues, you can use a microphone and video for your answers on these questions.
Everybody's shy.
I can share briefly, but I'm talking from the car, if you can hear me.
You are already in a car, okay.
Yeah. So for me, that was very interesting and important, certainly to see the demo session with Gorka and Katya. First of all, because we are the same page with Katya and we are good friends. And that was a good experience to see this coaching session in brilliant English with MCC level coach. So that's a really good experience. And this last day was very important too, because you shared the secrets how to, be more self-confident with your English, how to start, how to make yourself more brave. So which is very important too. And maybe next time that will be very good to invite somebody from polyglot to share their ideas. That will be interesting too. And thank you very much for this great possibility to take part in this very interesting week. So I'm really appreciate myself too that I had a chance to take part in all week. So every day.
In all week, every day.
Yeah.
Wow. You are our.
Yeah, I did it. So
Great.
I'm very excited. Mm-hmm.
I appreciate your contribution and your participation. Thank you.
And thank you, Dmitry, for this just grateful possibility to, see all these beautiful people and to share their opinion and just to be involved to this process. This is very neat. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Inga, I can say too. Okay, Inga, you're welcome.
Thank you. I can say that it was very useful sessions. It was double use because we can see really sessions and an analysis of sessions, and it was in English, so double use. And the second thing is I could overcome my internal fear to make sessions in English. So now I've been have found partner for practice. It's great. Thank you very much for this event conference. It was one of the most important events in the year, I think, and I believe that this is the beginning of a great story in coaching in English. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Inga. Thank you for being so brave. Yeah, yeah, it's wonderful. Okay. From Natalia, thank you a lot, Dmitry, for your efforts in favor of all of us. Okay, thank you. Okay, before you are thinking maybe somebody else would like to talk, I would like to give some gifts, of course. I promised some gifts for active participants of English Coaching Week 2019. So as you know, maybe some of you know that I have my book on Amazon. It's about how to learn and practice languages. So, and Now I'm going to give all links in our chat box. So please, you can download it for free. You don't need to pay money. So it's my small gift for you. It's first gift. And I hope you can find my book useful for your practicing different languages, not only English. Yeah. So number 2, 5% of discount for my online programs. Now I have 3 wonderful programs: English for cross-culture coaches, for English, German for coaches, and Spanish for coaches. So in February, I will have 1 group in German for coaches and 1 group for Spanish for coaches. And in March, spring module of English for cross-culture coaches. You're welcome to join me. And if you join any of these programs, you will get all recordings of our beautiful English coaching week for free. You don't need to pay any money for that. Okay, these are my small gifts for your colleagues. I hope they will be useful for you.
And Dmitry, can I ask, there's links after when we will close this program, they will not saved. So will you send a presentation to our participants, or they need to copy, to make copy of these links?
You mean what links?
There's links in our chat box for your book, and
first of all, now you can click on these links. So we have still maybe 5 minutes, and of course, then I will send you a mail. Don't worry. So I'm going to send you a mail with all these gifts and presents and so on. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dmitry. It was a great experience for us.
You're welcome. Okay. Anybody else, colleagues?
May I add something?
Of course, yeah.
Yes, thank you very much, Dmitry, for these 5 excellent days. Plenty of friendly, open atmosphere, and especially thank you for demo sessions. I enjoyed a lot, all of them, and my wish that you continue practice with PCC or PCC masters from different countries. It is really improving our own level. And also for this day, because you involved most of us in direct speech, in direct communications, because previously most of major people just to be a supervisor, what is going on the screen, etc. And today you break down this practice and involve us because of this small self-presentation. It's a good tool, and I wish everybody do not shame, do not be afraid speak with mistakes, because we are learning and we should be respectful because we do these efforts just as a personality. So, and Dmitry, Evgenia, and everybody, it was a pleasure to be with you this week. Thank you. Thank you.
Olga, I'm so grateful for your feedback. Thank you very much. And you know, yes, it was my goal that today it will be not like lecture, it's not like only presentation, but we could share our experience together and talk in English and practice without any fears of making any mistakes. Yeah. Okay, so we have some messages in our Skype, in our chat box. Thanks, Dmitry, for this inspiring atmosphere of the conference. It made me have a new glance at the English coaching world. You're welcome. Andrei, dear colleagues, thank you very much for this nice 1-week journey to the English coaching world. Okay, Andrei, you are welcome. Okay, anybody else?
I would like to say. I want to say thank you very much, Dmitry. I really appreciate your invitation, me as a host to this event, and it's really a great experience for me and inspiring experience. And it was really useful English coaching week, and interesting for me also as a coach and as a personally also. And I would like to say thank you very much, dear participants, because you were really active, and you wasn't afraid to use microphone and video, so it was really an inspiring experience. And thank you very much, Dmitrii, and participants.
Of course, Evgenia, I would like to thank you. You supported me all 5 days. You are a wonderful host with wonderful English. So you practice a lot. I think it will be a great experience for you as an English speaking host, and you did it greatly. So thank you for being with me and supporting all our week together, all 5 days together. Thank you. Okay, colleagues, I think we can close our English coaching week. For me, it was a big pleasure to be with you and to spend every day of this wonderful week with you, sharing some interesting materials, inviting some great speakers, and I will do the same or even better for you. I hope you will give me your feedback maybe later if you didn't do it today. So, and let's meet at our next English Coaching Week next year, 2020. Have a great day, have a great weekend, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
See you.